Hello and welcome to another video from your University of New Money, University of New Mercy. Today is day 20 of being sober. Here I am at my favorite water sculpture here at the Albuquerque Museum. Done a couple of brief videos. Yesterday I did my day 18 and 19 videos, didn't have much to say. Not that I have that much to say today, but there are two stories I read this morning. Last night the price of Bitcoin went to around 40,000 on some exchanges, and so everybody's pretty fired up about Bitcoin again, as you have Amazon showing interest in adding cryptocurrency before the end of the year where you could buy items with cryptocurrency. Hopefully they add something where maybe there's an incentive for the average person to buy Bitcoin and then use it at Amazon, like you get some sort of discount. That would be a pretty big catalyst to increase the price of Bitcoin. But anyway, Bitcoin was below $30,000 last week. Now it is right around $40,000 today, more in the $39,000 range, but creeping up. So reading articles that are coming out, of course, the mentality of everybody changes their mind. Is before the price increase, everybody's all doom and gloom on Bitcoin, that this thing's a scam, it's going to go to zero, it's worthless. Now that it's worth something, it's a threat again to other fiat currencies. So one of the articles that I read today, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description, but anyway, the person talked about how all cryptocurrency needs to be banned, how it's up to governments to create a central, the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies, that you need to digitize the dollar, much like they digitized the yuan over in China, and that other major countries are digitizing their currencies, that there's going to be no more need to have Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is only used by criminals, that it's destroying the US economy because people are holding companies ransom in exchange for Bitcoin, and that's why Bitcoin needs to be banned, that you got to trust the US government and other governments because there's actual value behind their crappy fiat currencies. You know, there's treasuries that back the dollar, the yuan, the euro, but that there's nothing that backs Bitcoin. You've heard it all before, it's all crap. And so anyway, those articles are coming out today. The other one I read was an article about a couple in Boston that has $8 million to retire on, and they're asking, is that enough money to retire the rest of their lives? They're in their lower 50-year-old, one of them's 50 years old, one of them's 52 years old, so they're in their lower 50s in terms of age, and they're wondering if $8 million will last them the rest of their lives. And that just makes me laugh, because if my portfolio is worth $8 million, I'm 100% sure I'd make that last the rest of my life. But living in Boston, I understand cost of living is pretty high out there, especially compared to Albuquerque. They said they plan on spending $150,000 a year to vacation and enjoy their lives. I believe their healthcare costs would be $30,000 a year as a couple, which $30,000 a year, that's more than a lot of people make here in Albuquerque. So seeing some of those numbers made me roll my eyes. And of course, the thing that was in the back of my head the whole time was that they could just take that $8 million, which granted, I know part of it was in a 401k, there'd be penalties, yada, yada, yada. But I would find a way to convert that to $8 million cash, use that to buy Bitcoin. You could buy about 200 Bitcoin today. When the price of Bitcoin hits $100,000, that'd be $20 million worth of Bitcoin. When the price of Bitcoin hits $1 million, that'd be $200 million worth of Bitcoin. So those two articles made me do some thinking today. I'll put the link in the description below. I'll add comments as necessary. But anyway, this is my day 20 video. If you've enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell after subscribing to the channel. That way you're notified of future videos. Hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful day. Take care.